Are your knees aching more than they used to? Do your hips feel stiff and sore every time you get out of bed? I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and today I need to share something that might surprise you. The vegetables you think are keeping you healthy could actually be silently harming your joints. And I'm not talking about junk food or processed snacks. I'm talking about 3 seemingly harmless vegetables that millions of seniors over 60 eat every single day, believing they are doing their body good. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which 3 vegetables are quietly damaging your joints, why they are especially dangerous after you turn 60, and most importantly, what you can start doing today to protect your mobility and stay active. Let's start with a common mistake many seniors make when it comes to their joint health. Many of us assume that if a food is natural and labeled as healthy, it must be good for everyone, at any age. That is simply not true. Especially when you reach over 60, your body now processes food differently than it did 20 or 30 years ago. Certain compounds that younger people can handle without any issue can become extremely problematic for our aging joints. The scary part? These vegetables are probably sitting in your refrigerator right now. You may be eating them multiple times a week without ever realizing the damage they could be causing. In fact, research shows that over 70% of adults over the age of 65 experience some form of joint pain or arthritis. And while normal wear and tear is a factor, what you eat plays a huge role in either protecting your joints or slowly breaking them down. Now, scientists have identified specific compounds in certain vegetables that trigger inflammation in aging bodies, and inflammation is the #1 enemy of healthy joints. I know you've been told your whole life to eat your vegetables, and that advice is generally correct. But after 60, if you're experiencing joint pain or you want to prevent it, you need to be selective about which vegetables you put on your plate. This is where a group of vegetables called nightshades comes in. Nightshade vegetables contain a compound called solanine. In younger adults, this compound is usually harmless. But as we age, it can accumulate in our joint tissues. This buildup can trigger inflammation, swelling, and stiffness. Why does this happen? Well, our liver and kidneys just don't filter these compounds as efficiently as they used to. So they build up over time, silently damaging our joints day after day. So let's get right to it. Which vegetables are we talking about? Let's start with vegetable number 3, tomatoes. Yes, you heard me right, tomatoes. Now, before you think I've lost my mind, please hear me out. Tomatoes are a nightshade vegetable, which means they contain that inflammatory compound, solanine. One study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that osteoarthritis patients who eliminated nightshades from their diet experienced up to a 40% reduction in joint pain within just 12 weeks. That's not a minor improvement, that is life-changing. The problem is, tomatoes are everywhere. They're in pasta sauces, salads, soups, ketchup, pizza, and salsa. You are likely eating them multiple times a week, maybe even daily, without realizing it. We always hear about lycopene and its heart health benefits, but very few people ever talk about the solanine that's quietly affecting your knees, your hips, and your hands. Now, if you're under 40 or have perfectly healthy joints, tomatoes are unlikely to cause you any harm. But if you're over 60 and dealing with any kind of joint discomfort, reducing or eliminating them could be one of the simplest and most effective steps you can take. Okay, on to vegetable number 2, bell peppers. Sweet, colorful bell peppers. Everyone says they're loaded with vitamin C and other healthy nutrients. And yes, they are nutritious. But they also contain solanine, along with other compounds that can interfere with your body's ability to repair cartilage. Think about that for a moment. Your cartilage naturally breaks down as you age. Eating bell peppers could actually be blocking your body's ability to repair it, and it gets more specific. Red and yellow peppers have the highest concentration of these harmful compounds. So that beautiful rainbow salad that looks so healthy on social media might be secretly feeding inflammation in your joints. In fact, European studies on over 500 seniors with joint issues found that those eating bell peppers more than twice a week had significantly higher inflammation markers in their blood. The evidence is clear for aging joints. These vegetables can cause measurable harm. And now for vegetable number 1, which I consider the most dangerous of all, eggplant. Eggplant is often recommended as a low-calorie, healthy meat substitute. But here's the shocker. Eggplant contains the highest concentration of solanine among commonly eaten vegetables. We'll be talking 5 to 10 times more than what you find in tomatoes or bell peppers. And cooking doesn't break it down. So whether you're grilling it, baking it, roasting, or frying it, you're still leaving your joints exposed to these inflammatory compounds. Research published in Arthritis and Rheumatology shows that seniors who consumed eggplant more than once a week had a 62% higher incidence of joint inflammation compared to those who avoided it. But here's the good news. Eliminating eggplant can lead to significant improvement, often within just 4 to 6 weeks. This can include lower inflammation, reduced pain, and much better mobility. Some seniors even report feeling better than they have in years, simply by cutting out this one vegetable. So you might be thinking, Dr. Carter, if I avoid these 3 vegetables, what should I eat instead? Don't worry. Avoiding them doesn't mean you'll miss out on essential nutrients. There are so many fantastic, joint-friendly alternatives. For vitamin C, instead of bell peppers, try citrus fruits, strawberries, or kiwi. For fiber, leafy greens like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard are excellent choices. And for powerful antioxidants, you should choose blueberries, cherries, and dark leafy greens. These options are not only safe, but they are also anti-inflammatory and will actively support your joint health. Making this change might feel a bit overwhelming, so I want to give you a simple transition plan. Let's break it down week by week. During week 1, just try to reduce your nightshade intake by about half. If you eat tomato sauce 3 times a week, cut it down to 1 or 2. In week 2, cut it down even further, aiming for only 2 or 3 times per week total for all nightshades. And by weeks 3 and 4, aim to eliminate them completely, or as close as you can get. I also highly recommend keeping a simple journal. Each day, just jot down your pain level, your energy, and your mobility. Notice the small improvements. Can you climb stairs a little more easily? Are you standing up from a chair without needing support? Can you walk for longer distances without that familiar discomfort? To make it easier, stock your kitchen with joint-friendly foods. Fill your fridge with colorful vegetables, berries, and anti-inflammatory spices like ginger and turmeric. Place them right at eye level where you can see them and grab them easily. And please, don't worry about occasional slip-ups. Progress matters far more than perfection. One meal with nightshades is not going to undo weeks of your healthy changes. So let's do a quick final recap. The 3 vegetables we talked about today, tomatoes, bell peppers, and eggplant, belong to the nightshade family. They contain compounds that can trigger inflammation, block cartilage repair, and accumulate in your joints over time, especially after age 60. By replacing them with anti-inflammatory options like leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, and colorful fruits, you can dramatically reduce your pain, improve your mobility, and maintain your independence for years to come. Please give your body time. Some people notice improvements in just 2 to 3 weeks, but the full benefits can take 2 to 3 months to really become apparent. I want you to believe this. Your joints can feel better. Your mobility can improve. And your future does not have to include constant pain. The choices you make in your kitchen today will determine your quality of life tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips on how to live your best, healthiest life.